We continue today to enjoy the freedom for which so many sacrificed 50 years ago.
The next day, June 8th, SS Sturman Jan Jesenek, a dispatch rider for the Hitlerjugend, rode into the Abbey. Jesenek saw the Canadian prisoners and heard Kurt Meyer tell a subordinate, in the future, no more prisoners are to be taken. Jesenek started to wash up at the concrete pool in the Abbey courtyard. They brought the prisoners past him one at a time.
One of the prisoners had tears in his eyes, and the officer laughed at him in a sneering manner. The officer seemed to be enjoying himself. The guard who had spoken to Meyer took up a position at the archway leading to the garden. Each of the prisoners was called by name and in turn had to walk from the stable entrance to where the guard was at the archway. They were then directed up some steps and into the garden. Here, each made a left turn, and as he did so, an Unterscharführer shot him in the back of the head. As each of the prisoners came out of the stable, he shook hands with the others. They all seemed to know what was about to happen, and the sound of the shots, and occasionally a scream, could be clearly heard.
20 Canadian bodies were later discovered in the small Abbey garden.
Accepting are executive producer Tim Cowling and writer-producer Christopher Koch.
Thank you very much. Of course, our greatest thanks go to those brave Allied soldiers who went ashore to defeat that odious regime. But also special thanks to Kathy Paterno, associate producer Kathy Paterno, and Mary Lou Hartman, who uncovered stories that hadn't been uncovered for 50 years. To Charles Durning, the narrator, to Erich Roland, the cinematographer, to my wife and partner in both life and in work, Susan Koch, and to Tim Cowling of the Discovery Channel, whose unfailing support to produce a story on the human side of one of the great battles of the world was much appreciated. Thank you.
Of all the films that I'm privileged to be involved with, none has touched me more than this one. Even today, as I stop at a stoplight and the crosswalk, an old person starts shuffling across, and I think to myself, when are they going to make it across? Now I'm always struck myself, and I think maybe they landed in Normandy and fought in that campaign. So it really has changed my life, and this goes to them today. Thank you.